caliper.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great and wonderful day, or had a great and wonderful day. A little nippy this morning.
It's cold. It's been beautiful all week till today.
Got another idea. It seems like it's working up here. Went by Walmart the other day. Deer season's over with. Checking out some stuff. And I think I found something. It was about $10 off its normal price right now. I think they're about, well, at my Walmart they're about $22. So I'm going to try it out. It's, you know how you have your little game feeders for the deer and stuff? Well, it's the little control box that, it's got a little timer on it. I already put the little brackets on it ahead of time. It's got a little timer on it. And I picked it up too because a couple of years ago they had the little batteries. They take these little batteries. A little 6-volt battery. I think they're like $10.50 at my Walmart. But I got them on clearance a couple of years ago, you know me.
Everything's on clearance.
I don't know, got them for like $2.50 I think. I'll let you know this. They really can't sit for 2 years without having a charge on them.
It's only a deal if you're going to use it.
I was planning on using it. But I got sidetracked. She had me doing a bunch of other stuff.
Really?
But anywho, thought I'd bring you along. I'm going to try this out because, it's getting time for everybody to go chicken crazy. And so, I'm going to try to attach it to the bottom of this little freebie Harbor Freight bucket. Get those little coupons at Harbor Freight for a free bucket. So I'm going to try to use it on this little deal. Now, this thing comes with a little drop down funnel for it. It goes underneath the bucket like so. The brackets and all the screws to put it together. Does not come with a battery. But like I said, I think it was oh no, that's right. It was like $34. And I think I got it for $22. They had the bigger model. This one goes 4 preset times. They've got a bigger model that does 6, I think. And it'll, if I remember correctly, you can adjust a low, medium, and high for the spindle. The speed this comes out. So, but I think it was clearance down to $34, which was what this was originally. And not knowing if it's really going to work or not. How I'm wanting to do it, because, I'm going to put scratch in that, not corn. I didn't want to spend that extra money, so trying this one out. So, first thing I'm going to do, it says put a 1.5 inch hole in the bottom. But of course that's for corn and stuff. I'm going to try going 3/4 of an inch. Because like I said, it's a 5-way scratch we normally get, which has, some sunflower seeds.
Cracked corn.
Cracked corn, Milo. I mean, it's all that little stuff. So I'm really hoping this is going to work. I have another idea.
We'll see.
I have another idea if it doesn't.
Oh dear.
But it's up here.
Oh god.
And this is like just a 5-minute little put together. These brackets, line up right on the holes. You screw them in, and these buckets, they've got the exact center right there in the middle. So let's see. That's 3/4 of an inch. That should be plenty big enough just for that scratch and stuff to go through. Cold day like this, I probably should have heated that plastic up before drilling in it.
It didn't crack. You're good.
Didn't crack. No, good. Yeah, one thing you can do is, if you got like a little heat gun, heat your plastic up a little bit, especially if it's a cold day, and you'll have less chances of cracking. That, I'm just going to, and luckily this thing,
that's perfect.
Even got this little circle there to where you can pretty much center it. I'm just going to use the little self-tapping screws and stuff that all came with. I guess it's really meant just to re-put back onto the $100 and something bucket they sell, but alright, on this little center thing, I think we'll do self-tappers. That bracket fits just right on the inside of that bucket. I want to try to make sure I got the hole. I'm going to line it up with that little shaft. Line up that shaft in the middle. That way I know it's kind of centered. There we go. Put these other screws in there. And make sure you just go slowly into it.
You came undone.
I came undone. Stripping for the camera. Woo.
I don't know how you don't have a jacket on.
This is keeping me pretty warm. But, you know, you're dealing with going into plastic, so I just...
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady. That way you don't over tighten, break it, crack the plastic. Everything's on there pretty sturdy. Ta-da! Just real simple, real quick, throws it together. Now.
Are you gonna make legs for it?
No, I'm gonna try to hang it. I meant it just for hanging.
Okay.
I mean, you could attach legs to the bottom and you can make a stand for it if you want, but I'm just gonna try to hang it.
Okay.
This is just a simple, this is just to show how simple it is, but obviously my wife's thinking I need to get all fancy dancy and put legs on it.
I was just asking.
Yeah, I may put legs on it later, but I'm not going through all that trouble yet because I do this a lot of times. Go through a lot of trouble trying to make something, and then, you know, it don't work out right. So I don't want to waste materials that I don't need to waste.
Gotcha.
And programming, it's real simple to program. I've got another little 6-volt battery. This is a little bigger one. This is a 5 amp. Those are 2.5 or 4.5 amp hour 6-volt batteries. But this one actually has a charge on it to where I could play with it to see if it worked. So it's got little clips. You can clip it in. Let's see. I think I can force that battery in there.
Oh dear.
Ha! Ta-da! Alright, so if you get one of those little batteries, you can push those little wires back to go to the motor. And you can make it work. Ha! I don't know if the door is going to shut on it now, though. But it's got your time. And you can see this battery doesn't have much juice in it. Time we look. So you just, it's real simple to program. Hit the time, hit it again. That starts to blink. You just change it. Hit it again to go to the minute. Sure, close enough. And then the little up arrow, you can hit it twice, and it's going to say feed time number 1 and the duration. Hit the program button. And then that moves what time you want it to go off. Sure, hit again, it goes to there. You can change the 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. We're just going to do it at 5 seconds. And then it'll stop blinking. And then you have that one set, and you can just hit everything through again. Feed time, I can go to number 2, hit it again. So sure, 2 o'clock. And then if you hit it again, you know, it just goes through the cycles. You just let it sit. And then if you want to know if it works or not, it's got this little button that's a test. And obviously this must fling it out really good, so you hit it and it gives you a 10-second counter to haul butt. That's a really long 5 seconds, isn't it? So I've got that little bit of a gap here. So if it looks like it's going to fling out way too much stuff, I think what I can do is put me a spacer or some wood or something in here and bring that down to make that a smaller gap maybe.
Well, we have about 50 chickens in that area.
Let's see if it all came out and it's going to work.
Ladies.
Alright. Ladies, sir, how you doing? Doing alright? Okay. Y'all ready for something new, fancy? Look, I even gave you some decoration.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
What are we doing? We're just trying it out. Let y'all know if it works or not. I'm being a guinea pig. So, anyway, that little 3/4 inch hole so far looks okay. Falls down in there like normal. It's just got a little bit on there. If the idea works, if you've heard of these, they're called gamma lids. They're for, you know, food prep and stuff like that, to store food and stuff, because it gives it
And feed.
and feed. But it's a ring that you'd normally put on a food safe bucket. You can get them from like Home Depot or something, I think, normally. They actually carry the lids in stock, I think. Or that's where we found them. But you just tap that ring on with a mallet, because it's got a little seal that seals up against here. And then it's got a screw top. And the screw top has a seal in it. So it keeps the water and the moisture and everything out. So if the idea works, I'll put it on here. Because, you know, once you tap it on there, it's a pain in the butt to get off. So just to let you know. So, all right. Y'all ready for the next 10 seconds to see if this is going to work? All right. Now, you just stand really close to this thing and see what happens.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Now the test is 10 seconds, but it would normally only spin for 5, right?
No, the test counts down for 10 seconds.
Okay.
At the duration you've got your stuff programmed at.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
5 seconds.
I think
Got
that's what it said. We'll see. All right. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All right. When you do that, wear safety goggles.
Well, they're happy.
Well, that seems like that worked out really, really perfect. Look, something in my head came out, worked just right. Woohoo! And
They're happy.
and looking at it, because well, you know, that's the scratch we're using. So it's got little pieces of corn and, you know, small pieces in there. And it's still with that, I think doing the 3/4 inch hole was just enough. I think the 1.5 inch would have been maybe too much, maybe. But it seemed like it flinged out a good amount. And I think it says it'll fling it like 30 feet. So,
It did.
we were standing back there a little bit, and I got hit with a couple pieces. So, all right, so I'm giving it a thumbs up. I think it worked pretty good. I just need to go down and go spend another $10.50 for the battery, and then I'm gonna put that gamma lid on top of this thing. So, all right, I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see y'all till next time. Thanks again for coming along. Later.